Well, here we are, 2024. Some of you guys are wondering, am I going to do a list video? Am I going to do a best albums of the year? I mean, I'm always reacting to people's lists when I'm actually going to do my list. You know, a lot of people have been talking about that. You know, it's all over Twitter right now. Just every time I scroll, it's like, when's the Buffalo Staple list coming out? Like, how is he so fine? How is he so funny? Like, it's like, bro, I'm trying to live, man. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna give you guys what you want so bad, since you know you want to shout about it and stuff. But yeah, like, I figured since I'm over here reacting to people's lists, like I must be thinking, well, hi, am I? I'm reacting to this. Like, let me get a taste of my own medicine, right? So I got this guy right here.
Hi. I'm here to react to his list.
Yeah.
I feel awkward. I got out of the shower not long ago. My hair's wet. You said not real.
Not dry hair.
Not dry hair. I'm not dry hair.
Everyone in the comments like, bro, his hair is wet as fuck.
Whoa, did you see that? Everyone on Twitter talking about that too.
You can hear
a disgusting sound. A dreadful noise.
Have you heard about like why dogs love like chewing like squeaky things?
Tell me.
It's like because they think it's the sound of them like getting prey, like killing prey.
Oh.
It's like a scream, you know. So they keep going because it's like kind of giving them that sensation. So
that's kind of sad.
It's kind of morbid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. These things are mad.
Yeah, like they keep chewing it again and again because it's like kind of, you know, making them think that that's what's happening. Yeah. So my 2023 list consists of 30 albums. I have got others that I really liked. Dare I say love, that did not make the list.
Hit me with the honourable mentions. Wait, are you going to tell me the honourable mentions?
I can do. I can say it now. Paramore, This Is Why, Vega Genesis 2, Pink Pantheress, Heaven Knows.
Should be in the list.
Yeah. Squid, Oh Monolith, Yeet, Afterlife,
Dog,
by Kilo Blue.
Charlotte,
we're doing a video! Charlotte, we're doing a video! McKinley Dixon, Beloved Paradise Jazz. Kevin Abstract, Blanket.
No.
Tim Hecker, No Highs.
Oh yeah, that was good. Holy shit, have you put yourself in your own top 30?
No,
That'd be so funny. So Yo is number 19 on my list.
Like, if I was being honest, I'd put it like top 3. But like, Mick Jenkins, The Patience. Medicine, Always in a Hurry. Andre 3K, New Blue Sun. Disclosure, Alchemy. City Mode, My Bloody America, Mike Burning Desire, _ Woolsocket, Pink Sifu, and Turi Benji, It's Too Quiet, Ken Carson, A Great Chaos, Navy Blue, Ways of Knowing, Lorraine, I Killed Your Dog. Sorry, you had to hear that show. Samia, Honey, Wiki, 14K Figaro, Yola Tango, This Stupid Fucking World, Lil Yachty, Let's Start Here. Saying Lil Yachty is really hard when you have a British accent.
Yeah, I said this before. Yachty.
Is it Yachty? It's so it's tricky, man.
It's not made for us.
Algiers, Shook, Jeff Rosenstock, Hell Mode, Wheel Starks, Obrigado, Montagnera, A Flor de Piel, Billy No Mates Cacti, Hanako Amori, Stillness, Softness, Carly Rae Jepsen, The Loveliest Time, Vanishing Twin Afternoon X, Nas Magic 3, and finally, I got 3 soundtracks.
The Idol.
You said that. The Idol. You said it's so pronounced. No, it's the soundtrack to Babylon, soundtrack to After Sun, and the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk soundtrack. Those 3 go.
Hey, 2 mellows on that soundtrack, right?
Yeah, that's where I heard the song.
That's great. I heard that a few years ago, and then I saw you talk about. I saw it mentioned in Mike the Snares video. It's in the game. That is a good tune. I can't believe it. I'm happy to see people know that song.
Yeah, definitely. They want to know that song.
Oh, this guy. You can come again. It's your house, but
come again? You can come again, bro. Yeah, no, I'm hit all the time, dude. I've never seen you hit before though.
Never?
Well, once. I like one time. The actual list time. Number 30, Sophia Cortesis Magic.
Oh, yes! Go!
Go on, show us. Celebrate with it.
That is he's okay. Hit me.
A soft and tender house album that finds its power in celebrating the niceness of home. At first glance, it reads as blissful and peaceful, but I think this record is proof that if you look deep enough, sometimes there's even more euphoria to be found in the small highs than the big highs. It feels like being invited into a mysterious community where everyone's dancing, wearing clothes that are way too long for them, and the sun is hitting all of it in a way that reveals like unique glowing patterns on the dresses and stuff. And And it's all shining in the air magically, creating an unbreakable sense of togetherness, community, and warmth, and unrequited joy. It feels like this is something that Sophia is making sure shines through on every sound on this record. A refreshingly gentle approach to house that I found to be just as soothing as I found to be fun and groovy. Yeah!
Whoa! Have you ever thought about like doing like videos when you talk about music?
I knew you were going to say that right before you said it.
No, that was good. I love that, man. Oh, you know I'm gonna hate on something I picked.
Oh yeah, no, but
you go hard. Listen to you go in on Caroline and Jessie. I was like, bro,
I deserve it.
Bro hates women. Great start. Love that album. Love it.
Yeah, great album, man. Number 29 goes to big man DC the Don. Funeral.
You know what? Yeah, I like that album. That was good.
So quite often I hear the term musical chameleon in online discourse, used to pinpoint an artist as someone lacking a sound of their own, and instead just disguising themselves with the sounds of others. I thought you could justifiably apply this to DC the Don. It's hard to shake the similarities he has to Lil Uzi Vert, Don Toliver, Destroy Lonely, just to name a few. But his ability to effortlessly swim in this sea of influence actually ended up being this album's secret power for me, because he's got the perfect recipe for just about every pop rap formula mastered on this album, and it sounds like he has it readily available to him in his back pocket at any time. His ability to elevate it is evident as well too on tracks like Story of My Life, which doubles as both an infectious pop anthem and a confessional anecdote. Often these tracks will go a step beyond their innate catchiness to really deepen my interest in exploring the nooks and crannies of Funeral. He rose to the occasion and made sure he was providing a compelling voice at the helm of it all to separate it from the pack and stand out as something a cut above what you're used to. Yeah. Charlotte made me struggle to speak a little bit there. But we got through the paragraph. 28.
Go.
Glaive.
Oh. We're like the only two people that like that album, man.
I care so much that I don't care at all. Right, Charlotte? I care so much I don't even fucking give a shit. I give so much of a shit that I give no shits. Oh, I was blocking them. I was blocking his ball. I just don't even give a shit. Because I care so much. Alright, Glaive never explicitly hinted at an interest in making an album like this, but it's hard to deny how much of a logical next step this really is for him. Sorry, I got really weirdly intense there. I figured you would agree with that point.
Oh shit, oh no.
Both himself and his constantly growing number of contemporaries have deep roots in the sounds of Midwest emo, pop punk, shoegaze, and many other adjacent genres. I found it exciting to hear Glaive not just say fuck it, but scream fuck it, and go 100% cannonballing into this direction. It becomes very naturally to him and how he typically writes his songs. Sherlock is really fucking this up, man. But we love you for it. You know, man, what a guy. Anyway, it comes very naturally to him and how he typically writes his songs. And I have noticed over the years that his writing has only become more open and diary entry-like with age. This was his most genuine body of work. It sounded like a fun's over, now let's get real, rip off the band-aid kind of moment.
Yeah.
But given his natural ear for explosive choruses, he was able to have a good amount of fun in that process also.
I feel it. Great album. Really liked it. Yeah.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I feel good.
The one that you highlight, I like a lot, the third track.
Oh yeah, 17, 250.
Sherlock is the MVP of this.
It is.
I'm down with the chaotic energy. 26. I'm so sorry. I totally scrolled past the entire paragraph I had written for entry number 27 on this list, and I didn't mention it at all. I skipped over it. I guess during this very chaotic opening stretch with Sherlock being such a rascal and the sound being all echoey, I again apologize for that. Maybe in the heat of it all we just forgot to take our time, and as a result we skipped over number 27, but right now I'm just gonna insert this little moment here to announce right now. Number 27 on my top 30 albums of 2023 goes to Jessie Lanza with her album Love Hallucination, and I'm now going to recite to you the words I wrote about the record to summarize what it is about it that I love so dearly. The first word that I think of when I want to describe Jessie Lanza's approach to pop songs is childish, which is kind of ironic considering she is such a mature and seasoned songwriter, but I mean that in a fully complimentary way. Few musicians are able to reach the wondrous highs that she makes look so effortless, and every line on this new album is delivered like she's been on the naughty step for an hour and has finally been allowed to go outside and play. There's a really euphoric release to be found in every detail of Love Hallucination. Her production has never sounded as maximal as it is on this album. The leaps and bounds that she took to achieve this sound like they were really natural, and they really make every prior record sound like it had been sort of masking the true ambitions that she had been tucking away this whole time. And on this record, that mask has just been torn off. Huge recommendation to people whose favorite Hotline Miami songs are like the quiet ones that play during the dialogue exchanges. If you like those, check out Love Hallucination. I can't explain why I think you would like it, but I guess I'm just going purely off of vibes there. But yeah, that's number 27. Thank you for listening. On with the video. 26, The Japanese House.
Oh, nice.
In the end, it always does. What the fuck is he doing? Look, Charlotte, mate. Charlotte, mate. You're actually going way more chaos mode than you've ever gone in your life. Like, for this video. Alright. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet.
Jordan Ward.
As far as predictions, I guess in all the chaos we didn't talk about that much.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Sherlock got me thinking.
Sherlock got number one?
Well, I think I said before we filmed it, Khalil Blue will be high.
Yeah, you did say that. Khalil Blue's up there?
Yeah, he's got to be right. You love that album. Probably, and I love that album. I think you love it more than me, actually.
Check out a number. What do you reckon?
I think that could be like 4 or something like that.
Okay.
And I think Jordan Ward could be like 5.
Yeah.
I think Eve Toomer might take the number 1. I think Eve Toomer might take it because you love Eve Toomer. And I'm trying to think of other ones that you've loved this year. We mentioned Sufjan, but I think it'll be on there somewhere. I don't think you're going to have it like really, really high. Let's keep going.
Let's keep it going. Okay. Yeah. We'll do regular updates.
Yeah. If it comes to mind, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. You could be like, oh, The Japanese House. So I'll just say what I wrote. Just get out there. This band provided me with one of the most gratifying moments of celebration this year in delivering this record. But going through their music, I ended up finding them to be more of a singles band than an album band. With incredible high points that stand out as some of the best the genre has to offer, but then other songs that simply didn't. Nothing wrong with that. Happens all the time. But it was at all points evident to me that these guys were still refining their craft. Great writers, great performances, great writers, great performers, stuck in that pesky final phase of their metamorphosis into brilliance is what I heard. After catching a live show of them last year, I got the impression that this transition was over and that I was in for their best work yet with In the End It Always Does. And my first listen of this album left me massively vindicated because boy oh boy, was it fire. I could sit here forever talking to you about all the glistening, beautiful sensorial heaven that this album serves you, as there's just endless moments of tender production trickery that do everything for me, but sadly I won't be doing that because this will be a 3-hour long video. That warm reversed slide guitar that eases us into the gorgeous acoustic guitar chords on Indexical Reminder something. Beautiful. Amber Bain and George Daniel are simply an immovable force that we are just not worthy of. Thank you for a great album, guys. Number 25. Everything is Alive by Slow Dive. Yeah.
Ass cheeks. I'm sorry, I'm joking.
I've
not heard it. I just wanted to throw in something. I haven't said anything for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. I'm just kind of talking your ear off.
No, it's kind of your video, so.
Yeah. I suppose nothing wrong with it. If you do want to punch me in the face, you can. Man.
Oh.
That's fine with me.
Cool. Wasn't expecting that. There's like a bat there. There's actually a bat there.
You can have this just in case I really fuck up on this list and you get angry. Much like Japanese House, I always knew that these guys would make a great... I'm joking. It's because of Slow Dive. That comeback record they did in 2017 still remains to me one of the most delightful comebacks in recent memory. Some see it as a tired, lazy repackaging, desperate to bring back the greatness of their heyday. But others, like me, saw it as a confident splash that said, we know what you want, we know what you like, and we're not going to change, we're just going to still be awesome. And it was clear that Slow Dive fully intended on coming back to show people that they meant business again. Not because they were all bored and old and missed the glory days, but because, they had ideas and a passion and a hunger. Everything is Alive hardly acts as a reinvention of their brand of shoegaze, but it does feel like the band have lived some new life here. This is easily the peppiest, the most eager, doesn't shoot for the moon, doesn't sound like it's trying to win a Grammy or blow your mind. It's the sound of a triumphant victory lap from one of the all-time best bands. Wonderful production, just the right balance of ambitious, fun, and heartwarming. It's rare to find an album as contagiously dreamy as this.
Yeah. Nice. Fair play, man.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't hear that one. This is the first one I've not heard, which is sad.
Really, yeah? Why do you say sad? What makes you say that?
Because I can't say anything about it.
Right now.
And I'm here to react to it.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm just looking at the camera.
Remind me of how you feel about Slow Dive, though. I feel like you've had like sort of a mixed relationship with the music. Am I right? Not like a head of the hills kind of deal, but not like a hate kind of deal. It's more like in the middle, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't connect to it. Like that era of shoegaze, like obviously My Bloody Valentine. I do like Loveless.
Sure.
Ride I like what they
right,
do too.
yeah.
What else was from that era? I'm
Swerve Driver, you know Swerve Driver?
Oh yeah. They're pretty cool too. So
Yeah.
and it's just like Slow Dive. I don't know why. It's got all the elements. That's a type of voice that should speak
Right,
to
yeah,
me.
it's got all the Ryan.
Yeah, it's got that
trademarks.
Ryan trademark, and I just
Yeah.
listen to it and it just goes way over my head. So I think that was why I was just like, I'll skip this one.
I mean, Ryan, I wish you were lying, but nope. I'll just have to continue on the inside dying. No, it's not that important to me actually. I'm not dying on the inside.
No.
Obviously, it'd be nicer if you liked it more, because then you'd be like, more music that you like,
Exactly.
But you can't control that. Number 24, you're going to kick yourself for not thinking of this one.
Oh, really?
I feel like you're going to hear this and be like, oh, of course,
Go.
Number 24 is Kareem Ali, God's Son of House. God's Son of House, the album.
Quintessential Buffalo staple music right there.
It is. Kareem's approach to house is a very pure and simple pleasure for me. Feels like an ice cold can of Coke during an unbearable heat wave. It's not going to change your life, but it's just obviously what you want. It's gonna hit the spot. I just can't find it in myself to say no to this guy, which makes life really hard when he drops a million fucking albums, filled to the brim with interludes and scrapbooky songs that don't really play well to his strengths much at all in my eyes. But thankfully, in 2023, we got God's Son of House, the album, which feels like him cutting out the fluff and doing exactly what he knows best for 55 minutes. Every song here is minimal, simple. They all kind of give you the same repackaged recipe. It's hardly reinventing the wheel, but there are very few wheels that I would more quickly eat up on a solo. Fuck it, that, it's just good. Kareem has a delightful riff of cheerful and addictive chords that I'd honestly be mad at him for doing anything different. Like, this is just his thing. He's got a monopoly over solemn, gentle house music, and it's never been more apparent than it is on this record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kareem, let's go.
Let's go, Kareem.
Yeah, I like Kareem.
Yeah, he drops so much though, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It's a bit much. Like, it's every 4 weeks. That's such a weird, like, such a specific amount of time.
Let's go.
I've not been measuring it. I don't know.
Billy Woods is somewhere. I feel like you. Ooh. But I don't know. Yeah, have you talked about that album that much? Maybe the Arm & Hammer. Maybe one of them. I feel.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, it's on everyone else's list. It's just me that doesn't have him on any list ever. I'm the problem.
Right.
Go. Next one.
I'm the problem. Number 23 is Jaleel, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Real Raw. Ah man, I feel like maybe you could relate to the first part of this paragraph. Well, I hope you can, because I feel like it's a thing. Every end of year list is destined to have that album. The one that you almost feel like you need to kind of apologize for, because it's just so incredibly clear why someone would hear it and think it's just rubbish. But to you, nah. It's just the purest slice of musical fun you could find all year. The dozens of albums that are in my honorable mentions that could easily be argued as better or more impressive or more worthy of a spot than Jaleel's debut album. But as I'm sure you've realized by now, this list is entirely controlled and curated by me. I sadly do believe Real Raw is 23rd best album of 2023. Why? Simple answer. It's fucking fun. Every song lasts for about 20 seconds.
Interludes, the album.
Lightning fast chaos music existing within the winning template of riotous rage-inspired trap music, and it decides to emphasize the thrilling tendencies of that sound more so than anything else. Jaleel is laser focused on making every delivery as ear-stealing as it can be. He'll go to any lengths possible to tickle the part of your brain that secretly wants to pick up the nearest guitar and destroy it. There were few records fighting for this sacred spot of the token mindless fun album, but Jaleel is the one that encapsulates the purity of that musical space the best for me.
Love that.
Cool.
Yeah, Jaleel. I like that album. That was good.
It's a blast.
In the world of this era of rage and stuff, he's got to be talked about more.
I feel that.
Yeah.
He's again similar to what I was saying to the McKinley Dixon thing. He's kind of separate from the, from the conversation. It's like get him in there. He's a good lad.
Invite him in.
Yeah,
bring him to the party,
bro. He'll bring the maddest snacks. Like, let's be real. This guy, he's gonna bring you the weirdest flavored shit. He'll bring you like toothpaste flavored Doritos.
And then he swings from a chandelier.
Yeah, I feel like he'd come in with a mad entrance. Triple backflip off the
absolutely.
You gotta invite him. Maybe it's just too much for some people. They're like, oh, not him again.
Yeah,
he's always doing 4 backflips before he says hello. It's
just like, come on, man.
I'm trying to connect with you on a deep level.
Come on, we talked about this before, bro. You don't have to do that.
Take it on board, man.
We like you anyway. Come on.
You don't need to do the flips, bro. We love you. Number 22. It's Billy Woods and Kenny Segal. Matt,
knew it.
My Billy Woods.
Oh my god,
Kenny Segal. Bouncing off of Jaleel, I start this paragraph by saying, I love explosive hype rap as much as anyone. Probably more than anyone. But you had another thing coming if you didn't think this was going to rank a spot higher. because this to me is one of the year's most smart and precisely executed rap record. I nearly said rip rot. That miraculously shattered any and all their expectations, which is really saying something, because the last album these two guys released, I think, showcased some of their best work of their respective careers, and you'd be hard pressed to find an argument against that claim. Also, I do think Hiding Places did cut a bit deeper narratively and emotionally. Maps acts as a more flattering musical showcase for both Billy and Kenny. The rapping from Billy is less worried and frantic, this time more curious and considered. He showcases a command over both himself and the listener like never before, and manages to whip up some of his bleakest and deceptively simple punchlines ever. My favourite line being, "Ready to die? No biggie." Damn.
So, contrary to popular belief,
Yep.
I actually do like Maps. I feel like people think I don't like.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you like Maps.
I did that tier list of 2010s rap albums, and I think the same guy keeps commenting on like my rap videos and being like, "Oh, I guess you don't really like abstract hip hop, but what are your thoughts on X album that just came out?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, and a few times I've replied and been like, I do like abstract hip hop. Like, I just think because I don't love certain albums or they're not on my list. The most talked about ones or whatever, and they don't make my list.
Yeah, because you do like what was that album that you had on your list? That it was like kind of a punky rap album. Like, I need to check it out.
Joey Valence. And Bray.
Like shit, they hate change and shit. It's not getting talked about as much.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Do you still like it? Like,
Exactly.
You
get it, man.
I know you like it. Yeah, it's just the ones that everyone else seems to hype up. It just don't click with you like that. And that's fine.
Exactly. They Hate Change as a feature. It's like the most unexpected collab, and They Hate Change.
I saw this actually.
Oh,
I remember seeing
I feel
like
stupid for not remembering it. Anyway,
we'll pop on the screen.
Ones to watch.
No, they're trash, man. Sorry, no, they're cool. They are cool.
Go 21. Can you do something for me?
Nice. But I'm giving you a hint. Maybe see if you can guess it.
Slow dive again. I knew it.
I actually had them.
Oh. I'm just gonna smash his laptop while he's gone. He won't know.
Been lifted from above.
Oh my god.
I got to see it, man. Sample.
Hey, let's see this. They've done something different for the
I think that's just the plastic though. I think it's in the plastic. I
Oh,
feel like you take it off, it won't be there.
Oh, that's a bit of a letdown, but anyway, it looks cool though.
Yeah, for sure. Is my number 21?
You know what? I can't believe I didn't think of it. Sorry.
No,
take it.
it's cool, man.
And I also, now that I've seen it on your list, I can't believe it's not higher.
It was originally high. I did bump it down a little bit. Sampha's debut album Process right away cemented him as one of the most special voices in music today. His voice just quickly captures you, puts you on a magic carpet, and sends you away. Where does it send you? Doesn't matter, because you got Sampha with you. You're fucking safe. It's no surprise coming off of that album that this shimmering and pristine sound is one that takes a long time to master and perfect. But hey, if there's one thing that Lahai sounds like, it is 7 years of work, passion, and careful consideration. It sounds like the most powerful light of all time, reflecting on a river and opening up a window to heaven, and it is undeniably the prettiest sounding release of 2023.
Oh man. Here's a question.
Go on.
Is it better than Process?
I think technically yes, but I don't think I like it more. I think I like Process more, but I think technically yes. Like as far as just the lengths that it goes to and what it executes, I think is a cut above what Process achieves as far as like just musically and just just like ambition and everything. I think it is a technical improvement.
Okay.
But I think I personally find myself getting more easily connected to Process. But then again, it's been not even a year since. It was a few months we've had Lahai. So maybe on like the 29th listen, I'll be like, this is fucking unreal what he's doing, and it's like it's gonna even open up even further. But for now, I feel pretty confident saying Process is the better one.
Yeah. Fair. I like your explanation. That's a good point. Top 20 time.
Oh, number 20 is.
Slow dive again!
No, Sampha again.
Hey!
Sufjan Stevens!
Oh!
Hey! Javelin,
we knew it had to be here.
Javelin, Sufjan Stevens. This is the sound of begrudgingly lunging into the arms of defeat. Javelin takes the brittle and nibble glimpses of strength hiding within the broken cracks of Sufjan's despondent late career masterpiece carrying Lowell and puts all of it into the spotlight. Sufjan is no stranger to providing a grand maximal musical showcase, but usually his answer to doing that comes in the form of electronics, like The Age of Odds or The Ascension. Very grand albums, but when he wants to go big, he goes digital. And there's so much to marvel at on those albums, sure, but I found it delightful to hear Sufjan apply that same expansive approach to a more grounded acoustic soundscape. The blast of choir vocals on Everything That Rises, or the incomparable majesty of the album's constantly evolving opus Shit Talk, made for some of 2023's most standout musical moments. At every turn, this record feels like the audio equivalent of medicine or spiritual healing. Javelin doesn't just sound like the album 2023 needed, but above all, it sounds like the one Sufjan himself needed to make
Ooh, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
a little ending there, yeah.
The little ending, yeah.
Little ending, yeah.
That is my album of the year, so I can't fault
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
For anyone that hasn't seen, you should have seen my video about
You
it.
should have fucking seen
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, at least my reaction to it, you know.
Yeah.
One or the other, like, ideally his one, but,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you should know that.
Yeah.
You know, bottom line is, like, that should be not new information.
Yeah.
19. Bit of a curveball here, but I actually have seen this album pop up scarily high on quite a few lists. Like, I would not have expected it. I thought this was a bit of, like, one of my niche picks.
Oh, no.
But, what do you think?
I was thinking Mitski, but it's like not niche at all. So,
Right.
yeah, that was a stupid guess. Go.
Yeah, no, that's cool, that's cool. Be Kool-Aid, Leather Boulevard.
Oh.
So, Pink Sifu and Orly.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, here we go. Mouthful time. No, this one's not that long. No, sorry. You know, regular sized mouth time. Few records find this much power in being as casual as they can. Sometimes Be Kool-Aid come across like they're making an effort to sound as effortless as possible. The kind of album that can drift into the background just as easily as it can speak bluntly and directly to you. The laid-back and easygoing, free-spirited nature of Leather Boulevard often reads like a response to the dangers it so often depicts. The moment Fool's LSA greets you with that soft swinging sax groove, it's like you've stumbled into your new family. Feels like it just knows how hard everything is and just wants to make you feel right at home in this cruel and relenting world. It often takes its time with chords, loops, spoken word pieces, sometimes having you sit with them for several minutes. And on any other album, I feel like you could see this as indulgent or unnecessary, but here it feels like you're being willingly let in on someone's personal stories and giving you the opportunity to nurture and protect these details. That's it. That's the end.
I haven't heard it. I was
Right.
checking because I was like, there was a Pink
Yeah,
See-Through album.
Yeah,
and
that was in the mentions I had.
Oh, yeah.
It's Too Quiet.
It's
yeah.
Too Quiet. That I was like, that's the one I've heard. But no, I haven't
Yeah.
heard this one, so I feel like I'm missing out.
I'll be real, I don't expect you to like it, but I would not put money on that.
Don't forget, I like Gumbo though.
True. Oh, Gumbo's great.
Yeah, that's really good. So would I not, or is it not really?
It's
like
not
that?
like that. It's
Okay.
very different. It's way more like slow and jazzy. I think the tendencies it falls into are things that somewhere in my brain is telling me that you don't like, but maybe I'm wrong.
Interesting.
Give it a try, see what you think. I found a lot to love about it. But yeah.
Cool. 18.
18. Over Mono. Good Lies.
Ooh.
The Sherlock album. The
Sherlock album. The Sherlock album.
Yeah, Sherlock the album. Built on the foundations of arts like
Sherlock.
Built on the foundations of Sherlock. Built on the foundations of artists like Burial and Caribou comes this refreshing slice of textual heaven from UK duo Over Mono, an act I'd heard loads about from my friends, e.g. Ryan, for a while, and Josh as well, talking about Over Mono. But I never took the time to listen until this debut album, and to say I was impressed was a massive understatement, or is a massive understatement. I wasn't just entertained and moved, I felt like I just discovered the 119th element on the periodic table, like it was like this new thing. It's fiendishly catchy, but catchy in a way that breaks all the rules of catchiness. Like there are vocal chops and melodies littered throughout that are very ear-grabbing, sure, but tracks like Scold and Alpha Firm managed to make pulsing, weird alien synths feel like David Guetta because these guys are so deft when it comes to floor-filling house anthems, and the singles from this record are great proof of that, e.g. So You Know and the title track. These guys are equally deft at building rhythmic, abstract UK garage worlds that entice and enthrall just as strongly.
Cool. Nice. There's always that one review I do each year that I'm like, this people won't care about this.
Yeah.
It'll get some views.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna comment. Every like 3 or 4 weeks, even to this day, like I'm sure a few weeks ago I got one as well, and then I'd be like, Over Mono again, and someone's in the comments like, what the hell's wrong with you, man?
Never would have thought
Yeah.
that.
So there's always that one review that just does that, and
That's
it's like,
crazy.
wow, people really.
Over Mono heads are
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, no,
The Over Mono.
it's like fair play to them.
Yeah,
it's like
man.
that's cool to see
That
such
is really
a
cool to see,
passionate
yeah.
audience for that artist.
By the way, we were talking about deluxe tracks being like album worthy, bro. That track Blowout, fucking crazy.
Mate.
That should have been on the album, bro.
I'm sure I said it in a video somewhere, but
Yeah.
that should have been on
That
it.
was such a banger, man.
That was so good. I was like, why is this not on an album? That's mad.
Yeah. And it had like the dog from the
dog,
album, which
yeah.
made me think, oh, this is like a leftover. But if it was a leftover, you fucked up. That's
I
such a good
know.
song.
That was a great track, yeah.
All right, 17. What could possibly be?
1738.
Oh man, when I went to Sainsbury's, every time that was the total, man, I had to I said it in that way. I was like, that'll be 1738. Like I said it in that. Like I just always would do that.
That's so good.
Number 17 goes to Kalela with Raven.
Of course, water.
What does that mean? That's the giveaway? Because it's got water. That should have thought of that. Definitely for me the most quickly immersive record of 2023, and arguably the most rewarding, as there is no debating how clear as day it is that this album is a showing of years of carefully considered, passionate work. Every line feels so perfectly delivered, as if each one took at least 70 takes to get as right as it sounds. Miraculously though, this pristine sound quality doesn't cover up the muck of this record. There's heavy pain and tragedy in much of this music. Distant whistles and gentle piano horn. Sorry, let me say that again. Fuck that up! Distant whistles and gentle piano haunt songs like Let It Go and Holier. And it's these vulnerable moments that draw me closer to the finer details of this record, all of which are littered with beautifully textured tones of electronic music, which, as a lot of you probably know, is totally 100% my bag. It's just as digital and dystopian as it is delicate, soulful, and inviting. I think Kalila uses the earthy and mystical aura of her voice to keep each song here within arm's reach. It's a comfortable album to live in at all times, especially considering how Smiley bobs and weaves around being ambience and entertainment. Kalila hasn't lost the ear for catchiness we loved her for on her 2017 debut album as well. Songs like On the Run and Contact only bring those songwriting skills to new artful heights. Staggeringly consistent and impressive R&B album that truly builds a fascinating world of its own during its densely packed, deeply captivating 65 minutes.
Ooh. Yeah. I wish I liked this one more, I'm not gonna lie. I went back to it in December because I was like, maybe this is that one album that just grows on me by the end of the year. There's always like 2 or 3. But it didn't happen. Yeah.
That's alright.
Sorry.
It is one of those albums that you could when you first hear it, you picture it being a grower. You know, it has the essence of a grower.
Absolutely,
you know, I feel
absolutely. But it just never did. But I like everything that she's doing.
Yeah.
And Contact is so good. I mean, that made my songs list. Absolutely love that. That is so good. That song.
Such a fucking great song.
Yeah. The rest of the album was just kind of like, okay, I see what she's doing. I want to like it more, but didn't click.
Got it, man.
Rochelle Jordan, feel like that's a similar artist that's doing.
Yeah, that did come to my mind actually when I was listening to it. Yeah,
and she's got an album I think coming soon.
Oh my god!
I think she's been hinting that's gonna be so good.
She's so good.
Yeah.
What
are we on? 16?
16. D.
D? D's nuts.
No, I'm gonna give you a chance to guess it.
D.
D.
D. D.
J.
Khaled! It's DJ Khaled! I knew it! DJ...
Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina! Jesus Christ.
The teenage DJ!
Oh, man.
Destiny!
Love it!
Here we go.
Go, hit me with it.
Alright, I am working on a video about this album right now. I will talk more in that, but I got some shit to say. 4 hours of dance music bliss is a pretty tough accomplishment to beat, but it's hard not to read the length of DJ Sabrina's music as a statement in itself. This music exists in a world where 80s and 90s fantasy shows reign supreme, where sitcom laugh tracks probably follow everyone around, and every day is like the last day of summer.
Yeah.
So, give Sabrina one reason not to stay in this world for 4 hours and drag you along with her to this place. Her last monster album, Charmed, became a big favourite of mine due to the emotional core that I managed to hear in it. Felt something deeper going on, given that I came at the tail end of a hell year, 2020, and this 3 hour runtime just felt like an avid refusal to engage with the real world. But on Destiny, I see it differently. I see this runtime as her acknowledging that she is that escape for a lot of other people and being the one to sort of put her foot down and enjoy being that vessel. This undercurrent of freedom, I think it just doesn't let it up for a whopping 4 hours. I'm losing where I am in the thing as I speak, but let me... Okay, yeah. It's the biggest and absolutely the best dance album of 2023. Had to buffer. Top 15. Number 15. It's Arm & Hammer. It's Arm & Hammer.
So it wasn't one or the other.
No, it was both. It was both. And this was the most recent addition to the list.
Oh.
This is the most recent addition to the list. We by Diabetic Test Strips.
He's always got bars.
Always. Billy Woods taught me. Billy taught me. Alright. I am still figuring this album out, but currently it has me very spellbound. This is the most unconcerned, I think, with the rules either member of Arm & Hammer has ever sounded, but it weirdly isn't exploding at the hinges with the wildest production you've ever heard. Arm & Hammer may be the only group in the world where it's actually weirder to have a more understated album like this. It was alarming to me how unassuming it came off at first. But the quieter this album gets, the stranger it gets, and I've slowly come to find myself obsessing over a lot of what they're doing on this album. The line, "A piece of the sky is priceless, but you know me, I toss it in the recycling," feels like the mantra that this album is operating by at every time. It's a clever line from Billy suggesting that his lack of interest in finding gold in
really cherishing it, is instead replaced by doing what he just thinks feels right in the moment. On one hand, you have someone determined to push their presentation to its limit, and on the other is someone whose hope is hanging by a string and enters a fluid barrage to get every waking thought he has left out there. Haram was a great album due to how simplified and streamlined it sounded, but looking back, that album kind of sounds like it was a recharge to unleash this weird, perplexing explosion of a record, which, by the way, hosts maybe the best LP beat that he has produced probably since RTJ2. Love it.
Ooh. Okay, so what you just said about Haram there, do you actually look back at that album and you don't like it as much?
Oh no, I still do. I still do, but I guess I just see it in the new context.
I see. Yeah.
You know, because I guess like that album was like comparatively for their stuff, I guess a bit more like normal sounding.
Yeah.
But this one is like it's got so many hypnotic, strange, like weird, murky loops that I just don't feel like anyone would like make. It wouldn't make any sense to choose this as your beat. Like, why are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just there's so many decisions on this album that have got me really enamored with it, and it's climbed its way to 15.
Wow. I want to like it more. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
I feel you, man. I feel you. It's always nice to like things. So.
It is.
From my experience, when you love a thing, it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Number 14 is...
Maruja. No, that's not an album.
That's a good EP though, man.
Yeah,
it's a really good EP. I heard that recently, man. That shit was good.
EP.
Yeah.
Mandy, Indiana. I didn't like that album.
That shit was trash.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I saw who was talking about that album, and I was like,
I checked out because Pitchfork gave it best new music. So
maybe that's what that's what it is. Then I saw them give it, and then I was like, okay.
It's a fucking weird album.
Didn't get it.
It was not good at all.
Anyway,
Mitski.
Mitski is it? Wait, did I mention Mitski?
You did mention Mitski earlier.
Yeah. Mitski.
The land is inhospitable, and so are we.
Okay, Pitchfork. Oh.
You got me with that one, guys. Guess I'm out of a job.
No, that's too soon. Too soon. There's only been a few days.
Yeah.
As of recording, it's like 2 days since all that. Oh man.
This is an emotionally cutting record about a beautiful love story that can't exist within the confines of its broken surroundings, and it knowingly and unapologetically invites you into this tale of sorrow and lost hope, but it always does so from a place of kindness and often loneliness. Hard to remember the last time such a short record managed to successfully feel like a whole new, all-new, lived-in universe. It carefully allows you to sit with the uniquely tattered bedding of this album's production. I said that wrong. I said it wrong. Let me restart that line.
Right.
I'm talking a lot, man. It's getting difficult to do this. Let me try that again. It carefully allows you to sit with the uniquely tattered bedding this album's production lays for you, with each following track only serving to happily introduce you to its dark and sympathetic imperfections. Compared to what I'm used to with Mitski's output, there's more weight to the sound. This is especially noticeable on track 2, Buffalo Replaced. That's funny considering you're here, so you're replacing me. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, it sounds like she upped the budget. Oh, no, it doesn't sound like that. That's not what I wrote.
Oh.
For fuck's sake, I'm talking. It's hard to do this shit. With Buffalo Replaced sounds less like she upped the budget and more like she reduced the budget but just smacked the remains against the microphone even harder. Resulting, what does make sense? I didn't write that. I'm just going to skip this sentence. Mitski's voice has never shined as the warm, glistening presence that it is, quite like it does on this album. She's created a world here where people frolic in sunflower fields, but one that also feels starkly aware of how rarely people actually do that in the world, enjoying the little things, and relishing what's around them. The innocence and wonder of the land is inspirable, of the fucking album's called. It's only rivaled by Mitski's longing for her stolen opportunity and passion. In all of its mystifying grandeur, that human storytelling at the core ended up being the anchor that really highlighted this as a best of the year contender for me. Cool.
Wow.
God, this shit is words. I should have overlooked some of this. It's fucking word salad over here. Man.
Word salad.
I'm just like, I like the album. It's really beautiful and ethereal.
One of the maddest things of 2023 was
What?
you writing these. What is it called? My meow mine is mine oh mine. That's what it's called.
What the
right?
fuck you on about, right?
That song, that my oh my.
Oh, the track from the Biscuit album. I think I'm having a stroke there for a minute. I forget. Yeah,
that song being the one. That was crazy. I still can't get over that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw it coming.
Very unpredictable.
But yeah, cool stuff. 13.
13, yeah. Yule, Soft Scars.
That is a sick album. Yeah,
My
good shout.
boy, there we go. Yule, Soft Scars. From the moment I first heard Yule's music, Ryan Leith, it was incredibly clear that she was unboxable, unwilling to fill up the edges of her containers she found herself in. She always sounded to me like someone trying to burst out and break free from those containers, but this album reads sort of the opposite. It sounds like this is the first time she's tried to cram in all of her musical strengths into one space. And what we've got is a surprisingly gentle and weirdly catchy blend of cute indie bedroom pop and broken glitchy shoegaze. The unhinged elements of her previous work have been reckoned with and appear in a new form here. It sounds like she's made an album, smashed it against the wall repeatedly until it was unrecognizable, picked up the pieces in an attempt to put it all back together in the most presentable way she could. The most beautiful part about all of that is that this album doesn't shy away from the cracks and bruises that occurred along the way. And that creates for an engaging tension for me when I hear this album. It's also hazy, blissful, sort of inviting and catchy, but at all times there's this lingering thought in my head that it could just explode at any moment, like into just some weird, undefinable beast. And it's that straining traction that enamors me most about Soft Scars. And that's what sets it apart from your Beaver Doobies and your Japanese breakfasts, while still managing to scratch the same itch. There's a certain haywire element that just keeps me invested with Soft Scars.
Yeah. Soft Scars, man.
Soft Scars.
That's an album right there.
That is what Sulky Baby.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Banger.
Number 12?
Andrea, Do in Color.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. After number 11, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Oh.
I'm going to end it all.
Oh.
So yeah, Andrea Do in Color, much like Jaleel's Real Raw, is taking up a token pick for any single one of my year-end lists. I always have like an album like this. Like when I said for the Jaleel one, it's like, oh, the hype, like silly album. I feel like for me, there's always that one spacey, atmospheric electronic album with an insane understanding of textural density that really immerses me. This is that one. Its concern is never to impress or amaze you, always to see how much deeper it can lock you into this weird impenetrable universe it builds. The quiet chimes echoing on the track Dove May have just the perfect amount of reverb on them. Thank you, Ryan. Each synth has a certain pressure against your ear that allows it to sit so perfectly in the mix and bring this vivid vista that this album, brings to your mind, to life and shit. In the most flattering way, this album sounds like the uncomfortable and weirdly magical world that AI-generated images kind of show you. One that mirrors our world, the rules are just really broken. But you just can't help but peer your head in a tiny bit further due to curiosity anytime you find yourself confronted with it. No album in 2023 served as a better showcase of what is possible through just synths, texture, and ambiance alone.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Underrated, Andrea.
Underrated. Thank you.
Good
It's so
grief.
good. What a great artist.
Yeah.
Let me just do the thing. Jerry Seinfeld. Alright, after this, I'm not going to read out what shit I can't be out. Except for one more. Number 5 has got a paragraph, so I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
With the rest, I guess we'll make it more conversational. A bit of a switch up, because I'm over here just fucking like...
I'm just like...
Oh my god. Number 11 is Danny Brown Coranta.
Oh my god!
That time?
That
Get me out of here, man.
No!
Alright.
Fuck your shit.
Alright, okay. Danny's reputation for a while hinged on his erraticism and his unpredictability, so I think it's quite telling how hard he seemingly tried to push against that narrative for his last 2 solo albums. This album serves as one of the most heartfelt and interesting pull back of the curtain moments for a rapper that I've ever heard. Functioning as a heartbreak album about hip-hop and the career it gave him. This rap shit done saved my life but fucked it up at the same time remains my personal favorite opening line of any album on this list. Danny sounds fed up and tired. He sounds stuck in a place where he can't complain. He's 42 years old looking back and seeing everything he ever wanted, but there's no denying how broken he finds himself and how strong that desire is to go back and try again. Danny's perspective on these feelings is refreshing. With rap being built on being a young man's game, it's compelling to hear someone that's been through the tiring emptiness of chasing trends and trying to stay relevant, and also desperate to leave behind a legacy. How going through this industry has left him just as hollow and uncertain as he was going into it. The people he's wronged, the mistakes he's made, the lack of guidance he's had along the way, all of these thoughts plague Danny, and the musical backdrop is distant and careful. Compared to albums like Triple X or Trust Exhibition, it sounds like he plays it safe on Coranta, but safety is exactly what Danny needs. Few artists in the world are as precise as Danny, and every second of Coranta successfully reads as the measured status update that Danny's been going through and tweaking ever since he first wrote a verse. Oh, we're just going to talk now.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. How you doing, buddy? How's it been? How's the list going? So far, so good?
Yeah, it's good.
Decent list?
Decent list.
Decent, alright, yeah. Couple good ones, couple bad ones.
Yeah. It's good.
Cool, alright.
Let's
Well,
go.
number 10 is the Lemon Twigs Everything Harmony.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, it is.
Talk me through it. It's music.
It's got songs. And it makes me go, hey, I like this one quite often.
Oh.
Modern version of like Beatles shit, I guess.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That kind of like glam rock era, but like a bit softer and like stripping it back. I feel it.
Yeah. I like a lot of the singles, Any Time of Day, Ghost Run Free.
Mm-hmm.
Bangers, bro.
Bangers.
Fire.
Bangers. Yeah.
Number 9 is George Clanton, bro.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that one. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I got everything that I want. I got everything that I need.
My only complaint,
Yeah.
I think, and I still like what she contributed to the album. I just think Hatchie deserved a bit more of a spotlight. That's my
Alright,
only.
no,
She's awesome.
Oh,
She's,
yeah.
Her music's fantastic.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
would have liked, and I was excited to see them
I feel
on a track
more
together.
potential with that collab. For
Absolutely,
Sure. Yeah,
like-
that song was cool. But
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as that collab, like that shit could go outrageously crazy.
No, yeah, really, but
Yeah.
still amazing
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. I've been young.
Oh,
Song of
such a great song, man.
Song of Life.
Song of Life, dude.
Yeah.
Or Shit Talk. Is probably
Well, yeah.
second verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit
Sure,
Talk.
sure, 8? Are we on 8?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Pink Tape.
Pink Tape. Oh yeah, we were talking about this yesterday, and you were getting
Bitch, I'm
feisty.
after. Bitch, I'm after. What's up with it? Bitch, I'm angry. Crushing. Alright, look, bro. I feel like this album has so many fascinating ideas, from deliveries to production. It's so chaotic and fun. It's just flying at you non-stop. I know it's like long and it's a bit like sloppy, but I don't know. I just can't think of another like trap album that just darts so much in your fucking face all the time. I just find it exhilarating. Man.
Maybe I need to go back to it, you know. Maybe I do. Maybe I need to embrace the length a bit more. Be like, no, you know what?
Yeah. I mean,
Just sit down, listen to the album.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But
You like.
number
Oh.
no, but even though it is that long, I feel like there are just so many ideas happening constantly. It reminds me of the Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's just flying shit, and it's all so creative. It's all shit that like I would never imagine anyone would think of in this space. And it's just like within the same song, and it's like, it's like he's popping up these wonder seeds, man. It's like fuck. And
I love that comparison.
yeah. Thanks. Anyway, number 7 is Jordan Ward is at number 7. My good man.
Whoa, it's a bit lower than I thought, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear it.
It's just like, it's just pure bliss, pure happiness, just contained joy. All the melodies, all the production ideas, it tickles my brain so nicely. I love Lido's style, man. When I first came across it, it was just front to back. Love it. And it all got introduced to me thanks to you, bro.
It was me, yeah.
You found Jam, you were like, hey, check out the song, it's amazing. And you're out, so it's just amazing. So
It is.
I checked the album and I had
love
such a
it.
great time, man. Tracks like Dance Machine and White Crocs.
White Crocs, yeah.
Yeah, just so catchy, so bouncy, so playful. Cherimoya as well, bonus tracks are so good too.
One thing I'll say, I think he's got another level to go, though. You know,
Oh,
I think
100%.
he's got another
100%.
level to go.
And that's it reminds me of when I discovered punk too. It's like I can hear he's far from his prime.
Oh yeah.
But I love what he's doing so much as in its current state. Like that's just so exciting because when he reaches that point, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened with Breaking. So
Yeah.
hopefully Jordan Ward has a similar arc.
I think he will.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Number 6 is Khalil Blue.
Yes.
Metropolis.
Metropolis. What an album! I love this song.
Similarly to what I was saying about Pink Tape, it's just so creative how
Yeah.
much he packs into these tracks, man. And his rapping skill is on fucking fire on this album. God, man. And he's just tapping into so many different production styles too, more like boom bap and shit on this.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't like find himself in a box as much. Like, not that he really did on, Dog, but on this one he's just really opened up the floodgates, I feel like, even more.
Yeah.
And it just made it just such an impressive, dizzying listen. I just find myself attracted to very often.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
The hooks are so good as well.
He's so good at hooks.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
back in
man.
this bitch, I'm back on the woman.
Yeah, it's again another name to add to the list of like, why is there not more talk of this?
Oh
Like,
my god, it makes no sense.
It appeals to like every hip hop fan out there, like
I feel
surely.
like, yeah, I completely agree. I feel like he ticks all the boxes.
He ticks all the
dude.
boxes.
He
Hooks.
does, yeah.
He raps. He's not the most lyrical, I guess,
Yeah.
but like he flows incredibly
Number
well.
5. Anodi. My back was a bitch. Figure the crap.
I didn't know that would be so high.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Anodi
love that. I
Anodi
love
top
that.
5, man. It's
Yes.
so good. I have got a paragraph. Similarly to Sufjan Stevens, Anoni has done away with electronics and embraced soul and humanity. And they've done so by reinstating the Johnsons. And given how heart-wrenching the performances are here, it sounds like the friendly and familiar is exactly what Anoni needed. These songs are often about lost friends, assessing one's worth, As you make your way through each track, it becomes more and more impossible to imagine this album sounding any differently than it does. The instrumentals are tender and give Anoni heaps of space to exhale every waking thought that's haunting her. Ironically, the takeaway for me ends up being one of the most positively hopeful experiences I've had with an album all year. It reads like a cleansing of these demons, or the beginning of a next step, and I think the wonderful production highlights this perfectly. Songs like Can't are full of glory and make this album feel like a personal victory or celebration. It's an album that plays it timid, but finds all the perfect moments to leap out and hug you. I think it's easily one of the most undeniable and lovable albums of the 2020s so far, just in how deftly it manages to turn tragedy and concern into irresistible joy.
I wasn't familiar with Anoni's game.
This is the biggest example. I've listened to her music before, and it's not bad. It's just it never struck me as something that I would ever find myself like really head over heels for.
Absolutely, like
but this album's fucking amazing.
It really is. In a just world, we'd have this in the Grammys.
Like, right, yeah.
I think it's got all the right. It's got everything that the Grammys was like.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah,
like
it's
the musicianship
soulful.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man, the singing's great.
Just didn't get a look in. Sad, but you know
Right.
what an album.
Number 4, Slauson Malone.
Ooh!
1. Excelsior.
Wow.
4.
Of course, that's in your top 5. Why did I never think of that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
I did like this one. This was definitely good.
I truly think he's just on some next shit. I don't know how his brain works or how he comes up with the shit he does, but every time I hear it, I am just enraptured in whatever world he's built with this album. I like how on a few tracks here, he's like, oh yeah, I can make like normal sounding songs too and do it really fucking well.
Yeah.
Like New Joy and like Voyager are just amazing. Halftime is fucking, Half Life. God, that song is amazing. Any final predictions for the last 3?
I feel like the ones that I've said have gone now, apart from Eve 2, which I still think is probably going to be number 1.
Okay.
Why is nothing coming to me?
Yeah.
Come on, hit me with it.
I'll just hit you with all 3 right now.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Do it all 3. Ready? Number 3 is Armor Ray's Fountain Baby.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh my god, oh, you love that album. Jesus.
Yeah. Favorite like pop album of the year for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, love the beats on that thing. Fucking her voice as well. It's so yelpy and excited. It just makes me really happy. Number 2.
Caroline Polachek.
Grow me, man. Number 2 is Eve Tuma. Praise the Lord. That choose, but which does not consume or simply hop between worlds. Oh man, yeah, it's a good album. I love it. I think it's like fucking amazing. It's really good. It sounds great. Number 1 is King Cruel Space Heavy.
Wow.
Number 1 is King Cruel Space Heavy, man.
Oh,
That's my
man.
album of the year.
Of course it is.
That's my album of the year.
Oh.
Yep, King Cruel Space Heavy, number 1.
Oh man. Gotta talk a bit about that though. It's your number 1. Come on. Give
I
me.
suppose it is, yeah. I suppose it's kind of weird if I go
Yeah.
all in depth about number like 23.
Yeah, and then just say, yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I feel like as King Cruel has continued, his music's got more like isolated, and I feel like at this point he just like he didn't even concern himself with anything else besides just like his internal thoughts, and it just felt like a very like intimate listen. And I guess I just carried that feeling with me as I heard it throughout the year. It just kind of felt like the safe zone. And I look back on the year and I feel like all of my most meaningful musical experiences with music, like every single time I felt like a real, like truly transcendent high. It's this album. Like this is the one that got me to that the most. It was just the most like comforting and just like, it was just a perfect little safe hub album to me, I suppose, to put it simply. I just think the production, I mean, it's got this like beautiful white noise, hazy fuzz about it that just makes it feel like this like kind of maybe like a lost recording or like something that, you know, it was not supposed to be shared. It feels like a hidden truth or something like that, you know. I just love the tone of it. I love hearing him go further into this more like kind of formless direction, you know. I think it's really interesting to me just how quiet it is. It feels like it doesn't make a big deal out of how bold it is to me that he's made an album this like unassuming and quiet. But to me, it's like really quite brave to make something like this. In my review, I said I like this comparison. I'll bring it back up again. It's like you see a majestic eagle in the sky that is inviting you to admire it, but it's unconcerned with the intention you give it. And I feel like what you get out of Space Heavy, from my experience, the more I made the effort to peer into those little nooks and crannies, the more I just got out of it. It was like the more I admired, the more I appreciated. And it's like it was very easy for me to ignore it, but because I was not trying to, you know, that's kind of what the experience was for me. And I just ended up getting so much the more I would unravel it. For me, it's the album that defined 2023 the most for me. So
Wow.
there you go.
That.
That's it, man. That's my list, bro.
Fair play. I didn't
That's
really
my
go
list.
into hating mode much. Like,
Yeah.
I probably should have been like, that's terrible.
Probably because I'm getting all like emotional about it. I'm like,
Probably.
And
And I'm right next to you, and it's like, it would be awkward if I was just like, yeah, that's crap, man. It's like, just shut up.
What's the crappiest album on there?
Oh, what's the crappiest album?
Yeah, what to you is the shittest one?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
The ones that I don't really get much out of.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one that I dislike. It was more just like Mitski I find a bit meh.
Right,
Or,
okay. Sure.
I mean, King Cruel, to be honest, I find a bit meh. But
fair.
Arm & Hammer, like, there's nothing on this I'd have given like a bad rating.
I feel you. It's just like, it just doesn't, not for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't,
Yeah,
cool.
it's just not clicking, just meh.
Mhm.
Not really much that stands out. I'm Erased, the confusing one. I feel like that should appeal
That's
to me.
what I feel like, man.
Yeah, I don't get that one. I listened to it, I was just like, I don't know what it is. It's maybe the vocals, maybe...
Sure, it is a pretty... I could see the vocal style not being...
Yeah.
You know, I could see that.
Yeah.
Quiet taste, I guess.
She's one to watch, though.
Oh,
She's one to watch. I
yeah.
feel like that could be a big blow up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool stuff. Wow.
Thanks, Ryan.
This is the list that I've witnessed in person.
Yeah, dude.
And this never happens. You never see this on YouTube.
No, this shit,
this was Camden's idea.
Yeah.
I think you might have come up with something pretty cool, man.
Oh, thank you, man. We're on the train, just like thinking about ideas for a collab, and I was like, I always react to your shit. What if you reacted to me in person? Like, and then I was like, that's a good idea. All right, people watching this, like, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, dog.
You just turned into Jaleel entering a party, like, hey guys, I've got the toothpaste Doritos.
Buffalo staple. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Ryan, for being the goat. As per usual. You make it look effortless, bro. Like Quadeca out here. And I guess I'll see you in the next video or whatever.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I'll
you. Leave a comment on his review for Kaliush's new album.
Just that one?
Just that one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just leave a comment. Just say anything.
Yeah?
Just say like tomato. Something, anything. You know.
You can hate me if you want.
You can hate this. You can. You're allowed to do that.
You're allowed to do that.
Don't be shy.